Welcome back to another video. We have had the release of the Mega Evolution. The first set of the Mega Evolution era was released. I actually did like a short drop on 6 p.m. at my time here in the UK. Obviously it was the same time as the US, but here in the UK it dropped at 6 p.m. Now normally with these drops is that they up the queues and then you kind of wait it, but then apparently they just dropped it. The stock was already there. If you was in early, you would have been lucky. Yeah, this actually was in stock for a decent amount of time. It is, at the time of this recording, it is 10:08 p.m. Everything has now sold out. Now, not everything was sold out immediately. It's actually been in stock for from 6 p.m. to about, I would say 6 p.m. to about 9:30. And I think around 9:30 was the last item, which was the enhanced booster box. Kind of shockingly, to be honest, because I thought this would be more limited just because of the box topper, but I'm not really sure. But I'll take it, because I think it's really nice. You know, you got the Bulbasaur, you got the Mega Evolution stamp, you know, the Reshiram, Ends Reshiram from Journey Together, that's doing numbers at the moment. But then again, that was the first booster box enhanced for Scarlet and Violet. Now we got one for the Mega Evolution era. We don't know if it's going to be a common trend now, Pokemon to be doing it for the next set. So we'll find out in the next set whether or not they'll do a enhanced booster display box or it's just like a rare occasion. I don't really know, but I do like these promos. And as we can see, the promo was the Alakazam. Now we did see the leaked version for the Japanese side. I did see a rumor that the Alakazam was the ETB promo for the God of War box, and it looks like that is the case. I think that just makes this even more desirable because I think the artwork is really, really nice by Aya Kusube. I think that's a pretty nice promo card, especially when it comes to having the Pokemon stamp. Very nice artwork, very nice to look at. I think it's a great promo. And obviously we've got the Riolu for the Lucaria box. Like I said, I thought with the God of War, with the Lucaria having a Riolu promo, I might have assumed the God of War would have had a rolls, but that was not the case. We got the promo stamp, which honestly is really nice. I think both ETBs are really, really cool looking ETBs. They also dropped the booster bundles as well. I think these were the first ones to sell out first. Obviously the cheapest item will generally sell out first on the pre-orders. I just think it's easier to acquire. But I'm not even sure, did I get, I did get one because I was so unlucky with this right at the start because I was very late. I was walking my dog and I thought, you know what, do I walk the dog? Because in my head, I just assumed there'll be a queue and it'd be like a long-winded time until they actually release the product. I didn't expect Pokemon to, you know, drop everything at the same time. So yeah, I was very delayed. I was like over 1 million in the queue, so I assumed my days were over. Assuming with previous sets, you know, if you're like 1 million in the queue, you might not get anything, but looks like it was a decent amount of pre-orders, so that's not too bad for Pokemon side. Now, like I said, they are finished now, and like I said, that even though it took quite a while, from 6 p.m. to like around 9 p.m., 6, 7, 8, it's like a 3-hour window. Remember, guys, this was the same for Prismatic Evolutions. Prismatic was up for a few hours before they sold out. And obviously with time, more demand, their Journey Together was the next set that was pretty much out of stock instantly, and then they increased their like bot activity for Destined Rivals, and that was pretty easy to acquire. Then Black Bolt, White Flare, and now this one, because I believe Black Bolt and White Flare was pretty much in stock till like midnight. They had a lot of those. Yeah, just think about that for a second. A lot of these, I'm not a fan of this booster box design. I want to put it out there because I don't like this whole black on the front like that. I just think that is ugly, man. Unless the front is, you know, this on the top. I'm very confused because this will be on the top. I assume it is because the top part will be the Lucaria and then it's just a black picture on the front. I'm not liking the booster box. Come on, they could have made something a little bit better. They could have, you know, added a graphic design, you know, similar to Destined Rivals. So yeah, I'm a bit disappointed in the actual design of this booster box. I wish there was like a graphic on the front, but unless there is, I have no idea. It could all change. I hope it does. But yeah, guys, did you manage to get anything from the pre-orders? I think if you waited long enough, I know there were stupid errors that occurred. I was pretty difficult with, especially with the errors and stuff. Yeah, I'd tell you, as much as it stressed me out being so far behind the queue, I still was able to get one manually, so I'm happy. I got one of each, so I'm happy with that. I got a few more, so hopefully I'm gonna get a few more for the collection anyway, because like I said, I want to be collecting a lot of the Pokemon Center ones. I just think obviously those are like gold at the moment. So yeah, definitely want to get more of those. Sell off the booster bundles and the enhanced booster displays. I'm not really sure what my game plan is, but we'll figure it out when it comes to September when it officially releases. Like I said, did you manage to get a pre-order? Let me know in the comments. And yeah, it should have been pretty easy. Personally, think it should have been pretty easy. If you really wanted one, you should have easily gotten one. So unless you had like difficulties with the whole error systems and like getting kicked out, that's just very unfortunate really. But like I said, here in the UK, it was in stock for quite a while. So unless you didn't get any of those errors in America, because I know it sold out quicker in America than it did here, we had like an extra like 35-40 minutes of like everything being in stock before most stuff started going out of stock. So yeah, I think it was pretty cool. Good release, honestly, for anybody that really wanted it. And there's only one per person, because obviously the whole security with Pokemon, you can't just go back in and buy another one. Pretty much get error 70 kicked out, and then you can't buy anything again anyway. So yeah, that is it. Guys, that's it. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you managed to get something. And yeah, stay tuned for another video. We'll talk about more stuff Pokemon related.